So once again welcome to grade 11 accountancy class. So as you know that we have started chapter number 4, recording of transaction part 2. So in this chapter we already started what is the main content of the chapter, special purpose of books. So what are the special purpose of books? So first one, cash book, thereafter purchase book, then purchase return book, then sales book, sales return book, then journal proper. One more two book is there, that is bills receivable and bills payable. So totally 8, but discussion mainly for our 6 as on now. Okay, so under that we discussed first one, cash book. What is cash book? So only the cash transaction we are dealing in cash book. Okay, before that you know very well why the purpose of special purpose of book is there, because of the business, whenever the improvement of the business, enhancement of the business, enlargement of business, the more transaction is there. So for that, we want to help the further subdivide into different journals. That's why the special purpose books for different classification, as a cash book, purchase and sales, wherever purchase return and sales return. Okay. So in this situation, we already discussed a cash book, totally 4 types of cash book. Correct. What is number 1? Single column cash book, double column cash book, triple column cash book is there, but for our discussion it is not there. Then fourth one, petty cash book. Okay, so what is the meaning of single column cash book? So only the cash transaction entered in the cash book, that is called single column cash book. So today at this session we are going to discuss just one, second type, double column cash book. That is two sides of cash book. Correct. Double column cash book. What is a double column? So always, what is single column? Any cash transaction we can enter into cash book. So what is double column cash book? We also included bank transaction also. So no need to open separate bank book. So in a cash book, you want to open cash and bank dealings. As you know, nowadays bank transactions are always welcome for easy understanding and as a transparent way. So whenever you have to maintain bank transaction, always safe for us. Okay, so for that, the bank transaction nowadays become large one when compared to cash transaction. So that in a cash book, you can deal bank transaction also. That's why it is called double column cash book. Now see, only you know the format. Here, see, as a cash book, you mentioned here date, debit side, receipts. Then cash and bank column. Previously discussed only single column cash book, only cash transaction. Here cash and bank. That is called double column cash book or two-sided cash book. Correct. So date, payments again cash and bank, credit side, as you know very well. As a cash book, breaking 2 parts. One is debit part, debit side and credit side. So always debit side consists of receipts and credit side consists of payments. Okay, that you know very well. Our previous session was dealing with single column cash book. Today we are going to discuss double column cash book. So always double column cash book, first you have to draw a debit side, cash, then bank. Similarly here as a payments, cash and bank. You understood? That's what it is called double column cash book. Okay. Now see one problem in our NCERT book. Take page number 153, exercise 4. Okay. So exercise 4, they given record the following transactions in bank column cash book for December 2016. Okay. So the discussion is starting for the December 2016. So started business with the cash. In December 1st they started. So what is the business transaction they given? Started business with the cash. How much? 80,000. So what is journal entry? You know. So first you prepare journal entry, then you do it for our posting in a cash book. So what is journal entry? Cash account data to capital account, because we start the business. Okay. So we are going to write. So as you know, December 2016. So 1, exactly December 1. Started business with the cash. So we are dealing cash. So they brought the cash with the business. What is journal entry? Cash account data 80,000 to capital account. So we are going to write here cash account data to capital account. How much? 80,000. In a cash column. Should be carefully you have to write cash column 80,000. Here put dash. Now understood how to write, how to record the transaction whenever double column cash book. Should be very careful which column we are going to write. So always cash dealings cash column, bank dealing bank column. Suppose whenever any transaction in cash, here you put dash for easy understanding, no confusion. Okay. So we completed our transaction 1. Then deposited into bank. It's a very, very important transaction. December 4, deposited into bank. How much? 50,000. So as you know, journal entry. So deposited into bank. So what will happen? We'll carry our cash in the bank. Going to deposit in a bank. Visit the bank, then deposit in our account. So what is the entry? As you know, entry, you know. I read the entry. So bank account data to cash account. Correct. This is the entry for cash deposited into bank. So let's see here. This is cash box. This is bank box. So what will happen? You deposit into bank. That's what here. Okay. So the cash is reducing, the bank balance is increasing. Understood? So this is the concept. So what is the entry for that? Cash account data, bank account data to cash account. So whenever cash deposited to bank, this is the debit part. Here how to do the posting. Actually it is called contra entry. So whenever cash deposited into bank, whenever cash withdrawn from the bank, that entry is called contra entry. So because simultaneously recorded both way, even a bank account and the cash account in a cash book itself. No need to open here separate bank account. That's why both cash and bank dealing are entering in a cash book. That's why it is called double side column or double column cash book. So how to do the posting here? See, to date is for, see, bank account data to cash account. Okay. So to cash account. I have to put in the bracket contra entry. So I put cash dash. Why? I'm going to deposit in a bank. So my bank balance increased. So how much? 50,000. Okay. Understood. 50,000. So I will explain once again. So bank account data to cash account 50,000. So why it is contra entry? Again going to enter here. So in a bank you entered cash opposite. See, to cash, but I am entering bank account. Similarly, my cash balance reduced because I take the cash from my cash book and go to deposit in a bank. Automatically my cash reduced here. My bank balance increased. Okay. So how to do? Same December 2016, same date. How to write? Here bank account data to cash. Okay. Then we have to write in a cash account by bank. Okay. So in a cash account by bank. How much? In a cash column. Contra entry 50,000. You understood now? So very, very, very important. So bank account data to cash account. So when you see this journal entry, you come to the conclusion that it is cash deposit into bank. How to pass the entry? Bank account data to cash account 50,000. Similarly, in my cash account by bank account 50,000. Understood? That's what. See here, the bank column I entered 50,000. The bank balance increased. Receipt. Similarly, my payment, my cash column reduced. See the opposite effect. In a cash, I can't. You have to write bank. In a bank, I have to write cash. That is the opposite effect. Should be very careful and never for cash deposit into bank or cash withdrawn or bank. The two entries considered, it is called contra entry. That's why you have to mention contra entry. Simultaneously, I have given the effect in a cash column and bank column. Now understood. That is very, very important entries. That's why this is called contra entry. Now understood to the second very important transaction. Okay. So for in this situation, better you prepare the journal entry, then do for the posting. Okay. Then what is this? December 10 received cash from Rahul. How much? 1,000. So what is the entry? December 10. December 10. Received cash. So cash account data 1,000 to Rahul account. So cash account data to Rahul. Rahul account. Which column? 1000. Because I got cash. So put dash. Understood? Cash account data to Rahul account 1000. So you have to write journal entry, then do posting. Because now you are learning. Correct? Here I am directly posted in a cash book. Should be very careful whether it is a cash transaction or bank transaction. Whenever dealing with double column cash book. Single column, no confusion. Only cash transaction we can enter. But whenever coming for the double column cash book, should be very careful whether transaction coming under cash or bank. Okay. Now this entry is over. What is next? December 15. Bought goods for cash 8,000. Okay. So payment. So December 15. Bought goods for cash. So what is the entry? As you know, purchases account data to cash account. Okay. So what do you have to write? By purchases in a cash by purchases account. How much? 8,000. Okay. You understood? This very simple one. 8,000. So what is the entry? Purchases account data to cash account. When you open purchases, you have to write to cash account. But here, in a cash book, cash account. So by purchases account 8,000. You understood? Now you are going to enter in this journal entry. That's why you have to practice. Don't do directly for the posting transaction. You yourself, you have to first write the journal entries. Here, purchases account data to cash account. So in a cash book, by purchases 8,000. Okay. Should be very careful. So put dash here. Okay, so better put dash, you understood which column I am going to write. Otherwise, what will happen? You wrongly entered in a bank column. Okay, so this transaction related to cash transaction. Okay, then what next? December 22, bought goods by check 10,000. December 22, bought goods by check. So naturally coming under bank transaction. What is the entry? Purchase account data to bank. Okay, so December 22 by purchases account dash, because this is coming under check, correct? So how much? 10,000. So you have to write bank column. Understood? So what is the entry? Purchases account data to bank account. That's what in a bank account I return by purchases account 10,000. In a purchase account, suppose already open purchase account, to bank account 10,000. Okay, that's what the to ledger. Here we are going to discuss the only in the cash book, special purpose book. In a cash book, double column cash book. Should be very careful. I purchased through check. That's why I return. Here I purchases through cash 8,000. Here by purchases account 10,000. Okay, should be very careful here whenever for cash and bank transaction. Then what is next one? Next is C. Paid to Shyam by cash 20,000. Again, paid to Shyam by cash 20,000. Here payment were given to Shyam. So by cash. So what is the entry? Shyam account data to cash account. So I have to write what is the date here? Date is 25. Okay, so 25. By name of the person whom we paid Shyam. Okay, by Shyam account. Shyam account how much? 20,000. So cash transaction. Payment is cash. Correct. I paid Shyam in the form of cash. That's why what is the entry? Shyam account data to cash account. That's why in a cash account by Shyam account 20,000 under the head payments. Okay. So that's what this transaction we are going to discuss. It's a very, very important one. Okay. So now see the once again how the transaction represented in a double column cash book. You check it very clearly. Now we are going for the next transaction. What is the next one? It's very important. Draw from bank for office use 2,000. Okay. So what is the entry? So simple that cash withdraw from bank for office use. What is the entry? So here this is deposited. Correct. This one is deposited. So that's why our cash goes to bank. Now the cash withdrawn from bank. So what is the entry? Here I write. So you got cash. So cash account data to bank. Understood? Bank account. So this is for cash withdrawn from the bank. See here, debit is bank means you are deposited. Credit in bank means you are withdrawn. Understood? So contra entry. So should be very careful here how you are going to post. So what is the amount? Amount is 2000. December 30. First how you are going to write? First you have to write debit part, correct? This part. So date is, what is the date? December 30. So December 30. What is the entry? Cash account data to bank account. Put in the bracket contra. How much? In a cash column. Correct. You got the cash. How much? 2000. Correct? 2000. See 2000. Understood? So very important. Now what you have to do? Coming for year. Our bank is reduced. So we have to write what? Same date, December 30. By what we are going to write? In a cash, I return bank. Similarly, I have to write in a bank column. I have to write by cash. Understood? By cash account. How much? Dash 2000. Our account is reduced. Correct? 2000 reduced. Should be very important. I repeat once again. So cash account data to bank account. That means what? Cash comes in. What comes in? Here bank. As a person, any name of the bank coming under personal name giver. Okay. Here real account. What comes in? So cash account data. See cash account data to bank account 2000. How? Our cash balance increased because it got cash from the bank. Cash. Similarly, in my bank automatically cash reduced. That's what by cash account 2000. See, when you are doing posting bank account, in a bank account, see in a bank account by cash account 2000. See in a cash account to bank account 2000. Okay. So this you easily understood. This one cash account. See cash account to bank. Here only you have confusion. Should be very careful. That's what bank account you are going to do the posting. So in a bank account. So by cash account 2000. Okay. That's what this entry is called what? Contra entry. That's what should be very careful in the double column cash book. You want to mention that contra entry bracket. C means contra entry here. So whenever cash deposited, I mentioned two entry. Correct. 50,000 here. Cash deposited or cash deposited to bank. Similarly, cash withdrawn. See here also I put C contra entry. So always whenever cash withdrawn from the bank or cash deposited to bank, you have to mention coming under contra entry. That entry is called contra entry. Understood for this transaction? So what is my suggestion? You better make journal entry than do posting. That's what, how they deposit and how they withdraw the journal entries. Okay. Then next one, December 31, rent paid by check 1000. Okay. So what is that? Rent paid by check. So December 31, what is the entry? Rent account data to bank because they are given by check. So rent account, so by rent account, cash, how much? 1000. Okay, that is very important because they are given through check. Now understood? So we done it almost all the entries. So only thing you learned how to do the cash deposit into bank. Similarly, cash withdrawn from bank. Same in a cash book under two columns, cash and bank dealings. No need to open separately for the bank book. Correct. That's what here. Both the cash and bank contained in the same manner. Single book in a cash book. That's what is called double column cash book. Okay. So we completed all the transactions. Now let's see how we are going to do the balancing. Correct. Right now, what is in my cash? This you understood. I hope that this is very important. Cash deposited, cash withdrawn. Okay. So now we are going to do balancing. So always, as you know, cash is always favorable balancer. That means cash is more than receipt. Cash is more than the payment. Correct. That's what always cash is a variable balance, it's a positive balance. Okay. So here I put it here. Okay. So equally I put dash here. So first we will verify what's the total here coming under. Usually we can do it 83,000. Our total column of debit side receives how much in a cash column? 83,000. In a bank only one transaction, so 50,000. So our year total part is over. So we want to do same amount here. 83,000. Okay. 83,000. Similarly, our bank column 50,000. Okay. So we have to do same here. And only you are going to learn balancing. So I hope that now you will learn how to do balancing. Instead of totaling all, then you have to total all this, then going for subtraction. You are learning in a ledger itself how to get balancing amount. Okay. So we are going to close. We are going to close December 31st. What do you say? By balance carried on. Okay, now you want to know the balance. See here, all 0, so I put here 0. Okay. Then similarly, here everything is 0, so I put it here 0. Then similarly, here also 0. Then, see carefully, here 8. Okay, so here 8, but here only 3. So I considered what? 13. Understood? Because then only we know the difference. So whatever 8, so I can't going to do only 3. So I consider as 13 instead of 3. I put 1. So what's the difference? Difference is 5. Correct? So balance this one and carry over here. Correct? So 5 plus 1, 6, then 2, 8. So what is our cash in hand? End of the December? 5,000. Understood? Repeat once again. So whatever 30 here, 30 here, very easy one. You're coming for here, the fourth decimal, 8. So here only 3. So I consider what? 13. So difference is 5. So balance 1, I carry over for next decimal. So 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. That's all. Easily we done it, the balancing of cash column. So right now what is my cash in hand? 5,000. Understood now? Now go for the bank. Simple one. Same manner. So 0, 0. So here also 0. Okay. Then here 2 plus 1, 3. So here 0. So what I am going to do? I am going to consider what? 10. Right? This one. So here 0. So here 2 plus 1, 3. Here 0. That's why this I consider as a 10. Now what's the difference? 7. That's what. See here 2 plus 3 plus 7, 10. Balance 1 carry over. I put carry over here. Okay. This one. So 1 plus 1, 2. Here how much? Fine. So what's the difference? Difference is 3. You understood? That's what our 37,000 is our bank balance. Right now, end of the month, 31st December, by cash in hand, 5,000. By cash at the bank, 37,000. This I repeat once again. Here everything 0, I put it 0 here. So here 2, so here 0. So I consider as a 10. So difference is what? 2 plus 1, 3 plus 7, 10. So balance 1. So this balance 1 will carry over. So 1 plus 1, 2. So here 5. So which number you have to add? Add 3, carry. So 1 plus 1, 2 plus 3, 5. So balance is 37,000. Simple. As a 50,000, deduct 23,000. You get it what? 37,000 is the balance. Okay, so the balancing, how to do the balancing, that is very, very important part. When you have the more number of transactions in the cash book, we can learn very easily. So less numbers very easy. More number of transactions, suppose as a payment, more number of transactions, this is the way you can learn balancing very easily. You understood? Okay, so that's what here, so double column cash book, should be very careful. You want to draw two line cash and bank. Always cash is first, bank is second. Okay, in a payment and receipt side, both side, you have to do each transaction whenever. It's very, very important whether it's coming under cash transaction or bank transaction. Here, what we are going to do next, I'm carry over. See here. So, this 2017, this year, correct? So, I put Jan 1. So, to balance brought down how much? Cash is 5,000. Cash in hand, my cash column. The bank is 37. Understood. That's what always you have to carry over next month. So this seems to be what? This is the opening balance for January 2017. Okay. So this one, what will happen? We started business only in December. So here no question of opening balance. But as a January, what is the opening balance of cash? 5,000. What is our bank balance? 37,000. You understood how you done it in a double column cash book. So as a double column cash book should be very, very important one. You have to write according to the transaction. You want to identify as coming under cash transaction or bank transaction. Accordingly, you have to write the column. So suppose you misplace, definitely you will get the wrong answer or wrong balancing. Similarly, should be very careful passing for contra entry. Whenever cash deposited here, whenever cash drawn here, should be very careful whether you done it both side as a cash and bank or deposited and the cash withdrawn. That's what you have to keep in your mind. Whenever the contra entry when you made, you have to mention the bracket contra. So once you put it to your debit side first always, immediately you have to keep whether I done it my credit side. Okay. Then only you have an idea that okay, done both sides. Okay, understood. Likewise, you have to do double column cash book. Okay. So once you are strong, understood double column cash book. Single column cash book very easy. Okay. So for us there is no triple column cash book. So only single column and double column cash book. Okay. So accordingly, I hope that you have to work out this problem. How the presentation, the lines, see the amount as I said, we have to prepare in a chronological order. That is very, very important. See the dates how you are writing continuously each and every transaction. Similarly, how the comma, the placement of amount, then only our addition, subtraction is very easy. The placement exactly you have to write. Okay. Then only for work is reduced. You have to concentrate even small work. Okay, small works makes perfect. Correct. That should be the basic work is you have to concentrate. Our work is very easy later here at the time of balancing. Otherwise, what will happen? You struggle to get wrong balance because of the wrong placement. Okay, that's what my request. So I hope that I have understood very well about double column cash book. Okay, so thank you very much. So you have to work out whatever NCERT book is available for double column cash book. Okay, thank you very much.